succeeded in discouraging us? Our next speaker serves in the North Carolina State House and represents the hardworking people of South Asheville and West Buncombe. She continues to fight every day for more jobs and better schools for all our children. Introducing Representative Jane Wilden for North Carolina House 116.
Oh, I hope this thing's turned on. All right, this is a good day. And then go back to bar and vote again. Thank you all for coming. I hope every one of you will call at least 5 friends and take them to the polls. Remind them to vote. Remind them that Democrats are the ones that are getting us out of this recession. Our state legislature has done incredible work. Our state is in the top 4 states in the whole United States in getting out of this recession. And it's not because of the Republicans. Who did it? The Democrats! All right, and we want to keep moving forward, and I want every one of you to call 5 people and take them to the polls and tell them how to vote, because some people don't understand this. Tell them that the Democrats are pulling us out of this recession that was started by that man that used to be in the White House. Thank you for coming, and thank you for your vote. If you live in 116, if you don't, I'll help you move very quickly, and you can vote for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Wilden. Our next speaker is a longtime educator, served as a Buncombe County Commissioner, and never stops thinking, working, or giving to the people she puts first. Introducing Representative Patsy Keever for North Carolina House 115.
Thank you, Larry. Whoops. I did. And thank you for being here. This is exciting. I can't wait to get to Raleigh to really be able to work on some legislation. It's been fun to work on constituency issues, but I want to get down there and be a voice for all of you and join my colleagues Susan and Jane and bring some real inclusive representation to Buncombe County. What happens right now is it makes a difference. We had a great primary, and the reason I'm here today is because so many of you worked and helped. We had a grassroots campaign, and I appreciate that. And that's exactly what we need to do now to make sure that all of our Democrats get elected. So like Jane and like everybody else, I'm asking you to get on the phone, go to Democratic headquarters. We have lists. It matters that you call people. It matters that you knock on the door. It makes a difference that you get your neighbor out to vote and that we get everybody we possibly can to the polls. So ladies and gentlemen, we are in this together, and we are going to win this together.
Thank you, Representative Keever. Our next speaker is a leader who listens. She continues to fight for the environment and beautiful mountains and works for the civil rights for all people. Introducing Representative Susan Fisher for North Carolina House 114.
Good morning. I am so glad to see this crowd out here this morning. What a beautiful day in Western North Carolina. I want to get you all sort of revved up, because we're getting close to the time when we're going to march down to the training room and cast our votes. So, give you some background. Lillian Exum Clement was the first woman elected from Buncombe County to the North Carolina House before women even had the right to vote. And so, you have an opportunity with this election to elect 3 women to the North Carolina House. Let's do it! We are going to make history. Are we ready to make history? Have you got the backs of all the Democrats running in this election this year? Are we going to put it in D? Are we going to give the Republicans the keys back? No! over until November the 3rd, when we count those votes and we see that all Democrats have won these elections. So I want to see you at headquarters making those calls. I want you to put signs out on your yard, in your yards, in the front yards of your friends, and I want you to knock on doors, do everything you can, because we need your help. Thank you for what you've done and what you continue to do. Now let's go vote.
Thank you, Representative Fisher. Our final speaker today has been a lifelong champion of civil rights and serves as the Director of Voter Registration for the AME Zion Churches in the Asheville District. Introducing Mr. James Harrison.
Well, good morning, Asheville.
Yeah.
Now it's time to make your voices heard once again. And we are at one of those rare moments in history where we have been given the opportunity to change our country for the better. But change is never easy. Change does not start in Washington. Change starts with you. Right here in LA, lovely Asheville. Because of you, we are making the change that our nation so desperately needs. The challenges President Obama inherited were immense. 2 wars, a broken health system, the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, and we have begun to put our nation back on the path toward prosperity. Congress has finally passed historic health care reform legislation. With the passage of the National Recovery Act, we are moving America forward. One step at a time. Let's just look at a few accomplishments made in the last 2 years. The economy. 1. More than 2 million jobs have been created or saved by the National Recovery Act. 2. 95% of the working people have received tax cuts, the largest in our history. 3. Credit card Bill of Rights now protects all consumers against the worst abuses and deceptive practices of credit card companies. Strengthening America. 1. Taxpayers will never again be forced to bail out big banks and financial institutions due to the reconstruction of the banking system. 2. The largest financial investment in higher education since World War II, doubling funding for Pell Grant for college. 3. United States troops, the U.S. troops, withdraw from Iraq as promised. Health care. Health care. 1. Pre-existing conditions will no longer be denied health insurance. 2. Families to receive tax cuts to assist paying for health care insurance. The largest tax cut for health care in history. 3. Small businesses now are eligible for tax credits to assist in paying for health insurance for their employees. 4. Young adults without insurance are now able to remain on their parents' plan until age 26. 5. We're on a path to close the donut hole prescription drug coverage gap for seniors on Medicare. Now, all of this progression has come in the face of opposition from a Republican Party that has sought to delay, derail, and defeat our president every step of the way. Everything that has been accomplished, they want to repeal if they regain control of Congress. Now, as of today, we can make our voices heard once more by voting. Do you want to continue down the path of recovery or turn back toward the politics of the past? The stakes are higher than ever. It is time to stand together once again and show that 2008 was more than electing a new president. It was a commitment to lasting change. Yes. Hey. Let's do it.
Yes, we can. 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 Yes, we can.
Thank you, Mr. Harrison. Sorry, I had to take over because Larry's going to be on TV this evening with WLOS. All right, let's give a big round of applause to all of our great speakers tonight. All right, the next step is everybody here, please find a buddy. Turn to your left or right and find a buddy. Don't be shy. Find someone new or reacquaint yourself with an old friend, but find a buddy. All right, has everybody found a buddy?
I have a buddy.
Meet somebody new. All right. So, what we're going to do, everybody, hey everybody, what we're going to do is we're going to march 2 by 2 to the early voting site down the street, just like they did in Selma, Alabama when they crossed the Edmund Pettus Bridge.
That's right.
So, Kevin and Abby over there are going to lead us, so if you will, take your buddy and start marching. All right, I'm going to say, what do we want? You're going to say early vote. I'm going to say, when do we want it? You're going to say now. Let's start marching. What do we want? When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Early vote.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Early vote.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Early vote.
When do we want it?
Now.
I'm going to say, what do we want? You say Elaine, Elaine, Elaine. When I say, when do we want it? You say early, early, early. What do we want?
Elaine.